all the good girls that make bad choices.
Hey, what's up, guys? It's Sam, the other half of What's Good MMA. Me and Aaron decided to record our picks before, the fight tomorrow. To start off the main card, Gregory Rodriguez versus Bruno Ferreira. I think Bruno Ferreira takes this one. I think Robocop has had too much damage his past few fights. I think he's up in age there too. I think the younger man who's on a hot streak is going to win.
The next day.
What's good, y'all? Oh shit, I don't have the fucking microphone. Do I have the microphones?
Oh, the now I know I'm in love, you're the bottom of my heart. I'ma never let me go.
Okay, now for real. What's good, y'all? Okay, got my microphone. I'm already running late. Shit was just going on, and I literally got out the shower. I might as well just say my first pick. I had Bruno Ferreira. I just kind of assumed that, bro. He was just gonna be a tough matchup for Rodriguez. I thought he was just gonna have the speed advantage, but I mean, hey, bro, Robobama. But yeah, I gotta rewatch that fight. But I seen I literally seen bro get clocked as I walked into my door, and then he fell down. So I seen the replays and stuff, but yeah, it didn't look like the fight really got off the ground much. Bro, can you fucking drive? Drive! What the fuck? Oh my goodness, yo! Is that a Wyoming license plate? A Wyoming license plate, bro. So anyways,
Michael Johnson versus Drew Dober. I think that's going to might be fight of the night if Max Holloway and Charles Oliveira don't go after it. Michael Johnson has been on one of three of his last fights. The only thing working against him is now that there's this joke that Drew Dober is undefeated against, or almost undefeated against black men in the UFC. So, man, I think Michael Johnson takes one by a unanimous decision. To be honest, he does have the cleaner striking. His record doesn't show it, but Michael Johnson is a very good striker.
All right, so yeah, I have Michael Johnson. I hope he didn't get fucking knocked out in the middle of me saying this, but yeah, I just the Dober memes or whatever. I think Drew Dober, he is a bad matchup for Michael Johnson. If he touches him, he's gonna sleep him. I mean, that's just how I see it. I almost kind of was gonna pick Drew Dober. The only reason why I didn't is because he won one out of his last 4 fights, I think, or one out of his last 3, something like that. And his most recent fight was the one that he won. And I remember watching that. If I remember correctly, there was like some point deductions. He hit bro in the he hit bro in the cup, and then he folded bro over in the cup. Bro got up and got knocked out. So it was just kind of, I don't know. He finished him, but it was just kind of terrible refereeing, and he was losing the fight. So I don't know. He could definitely just go out there and sleep Michael Johnson, but I think Michael Johnson should win.
Next, we have Rob Font versus Raul Rosas Jr., the Chihuahua man.
What does that mean?
I think this is the biggest step up in competition for Rosas. Rob Font, he's a bit up there in age. He hasn't looked that good in his past few fights, but I do think Rosas takes this one. I think it might be his toughest fight. Maybe he might get dropped, but I think Rosas takes it.
I think Rosas Jr., he should win. I just think he's going up and Rob Font is going down, unfortunately. I think if Rob Font was in his prime, I think he would have put 1-1-2 on him. But, it's all good. It's all good. We'll see. Anything could happen at the end of the day.
Co-main event, we have Cal Borralho versus RDR. This is definitely the most grapple-heavy person Cal's ever faced, and just because of that, I'm not sure if his grappling is up to par. He is a big 185 guy. Riddler's on the smaller side. He's very skinny. 185. Not that matters if your grapple ability is way above someone, right? But since it's a 3-round fight, I kind of favor RDR a bit more. But I will say the fighting nerds have all bounced back from their losses. So I do think Cal might take this.
Then I have Kyle to beat RDR. I just think that he's just the more well-rounded MMA fighter, so I feel like he should be able to win. I think he should just be able to be better than him everywhere except for maybe offensive grappling, but I think he should be good enough to just, overall just be better and win. Probably a decision, honestly.
The main event, unfortunately, I don't want any of these guys to lose, but Charles versus Max. This is the first time in a while that Max has faced someone very grapple heavy. I know Volk is a good grappler. I know Topuria is a good grappler, but those guys are like strike first. Charles, he's been grappling a lot his past few fights. I mean, he tried to take Topuria down very early. Of course, that's because of the power threat. He took Gamrot down pretty fast. Man, it's so hard. I do think Max takes this. I do think 155, he's found his groove at 155. I still think Charles is bouncing back too early from that knockout against Topuria. I think his chin might be a bit suspect, but I do think this is a 5-round war. But if Charles submits Max, I don't think it's super crazy. Again, Charles is the best grappler Max has faced in a long while, and I don't know. Max hasn't been tested by this level of grappler in I can't remember how long. Maybe Brian Ortega, to be honest, but I mean, Brian Ortega doesn't have the power and pop and Muay Thai that Charles has, but I still think Max takes it. Maybe I say like a 49-47-ish.
And I got Max Holloway, man. Yeah, I don't want to see either of them lose. It's rough. I love them both. They're both two of my favorite fighters. Max is just a little higher on that list for me. That's my guy, man. I love Max Holloway. I love Charles Oliveira too. My sister's gonna be hurt if he gets slept. I'm gonna be hurt if he gets slept. We're all gonna be hurt if Charles gets slept. We're all gonna be hurt if Max gets choked unconscious or slept too. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it goes either way. I just think that Max Holloway, he should be able to keep his distance management. He should be, good enough to avoid a lot of the takedowns that Charles is gonna shoot. The only thing I'm worried about is the clinch exchanges. Like if Charles gets a hold of Max, I do think that he's gonna have to deal with some grappling, I think. But I think for the most part, Max should be able to ward off a lot of the takedown attempts and put belt to ass on the feet. I think he's gonna have the speed advantage for sure. And speed kills, man. But if he does get touched by Charles, I do think Charles has enough power to drop Max at least or hurt Max with his chin being a little cracked. But hey, man, here we are. I'm almost there. Let's get it.
We are a split second too late, guys, but we just saw Michael Johnson get flatlined.
Hella got flat. Well, shit. R.I.P. to Michael Johnson.
Drew Dober.
Yeah, it does live on. Unfortunately, it is not Black History Month anymore.
I try to turn the left cheek. You know what I'm saying? I tried to, Mr. Dober. But why did you... I excuse you taking off Michael Johnson's head. It was messed up of you to do that, but thank you for not doing it on Black History Month. I mean, I guess it doesn't really matter. You still took out a black man in broad nighttime, but I mean, okay, I digress. You were paid to do it. That doesn't sound right, but yes, y'all were both paid to fight, so yes, it was legal. You were supposed to knock him out, and you did. Congrats. Why the McFuck did you think it was a wise idea to go in for that follow-up shot though? That was like the only, like that was like what made you, what possessed you to want to take off an extra 2.5 years of that man's life? Because you already took off about 7. Just off. Did you see the way that man's legs stiffened up in the air? Like, bro, I dropped my ironing board the other day when I was trying to put it away, and the legs were so stiffened up. And it reminded me of Michael Johnson. Thinking back of it right now in my head, I'm just like, bro, and you did that to him, Drew Dober. Drewathan, Doberman, Drew Dober. And now you're going to have to go to your niece's school and tell every single one of them kids why you're not racist. And tell all of them what you were thinking in that with that follow-up shot. Because I don't think you're racist, but you got a lot of explaining to do, sir.
I think if you know you don't have a good chin like that, you should not be throwing check left hooks. Not to somebody that hits hard. Because that counter with the straight is always going to be there. Starfucker?
I will say, I do think.
That jab. If they're gonna strike it out, Rob Hoff's gonna piece him up.
Absolutely. Because Rob's been spending a lot of time in the boxing gyms.
Maybe Rosa's just there it goes, single leg.
That was easy.
There it is.
What, 29-28 or 30-20? Probably 30-27, honestly.
Yeah, me personally, I would have given the first round to Rob Font. I think he did more damage, but it's a kind of a grapple-based UFC now.
Oh.
Yeah, he's definitely more on the back foot now.
His stance almost looks like Rookie.
Yeah.
Hands down.
He's fighting
showing him.
like, you know how Rookie fights with his hands up?
Hands low, you don't know where the strikes are coming
Exactly. Latest stance. This is the best I've ever seen him live. This early on.
I've seen him in a really long time.
I think if he pulls him to the body, it's gonna hurt him a lot quicker.
I will say, I do think Cal needs to throw a bit more after that 1-2. He rocks him after that right hand, then backs up a bit. Like he's afraid of committing to a combination because you know that opens you up for a takedown.
Yeah.
Oh, actually.
Almost looks like easy. Oh. Did he get kneed in the nose? No. Oh.
Big right hand by the
I saw something, five of his.
Motherfucker. Alright, let's do it.
I'm gonna close my eyes to tell me what happened, right?
It's amazing to look around at all the fans and to see the relative excitement on their faces as to what they are into.
The leg kicks, that's another thing I forgot. That's going to be a big factor of this fight. His leg kicks are very sweepy. It's going to sweep Max off balance a lot.
Circle a lot more.
He has to. I knew this was going to happen eventually. She's strong as fuck, bro.
Oh, he's on the face.
Oh, man.
He's going to crank his face.
You see Charles looking to the camera too.
Wait.
Yeah, this is definitely the biggest gap in terms of their skill discrepancy.
I think Charles is, like you said, he might do this for the last 3 rounds.
He's putting his fucking sharp, pointy ass chin into his eye socket. He's just bullying him. He's doing it I think he's doing it to bait Max into moving, into getting him to like give something up. I'm really glad that we didn't see Khabib versus Max.
He's the best man. Everybody's saying this is the best fight in the world. How is this not a legacy fight?
No.
How is this not a legacy fight?
No, listen.
You're the best man in the world, brother.
You believe you can beat me?
Yeah, go ahead.
You believe?
I believe what?
You believe you can beat me?
Yeah. Why not? I wouldn't be sitting here if I didn't.
Now UFC give you like crazy opponent. 5-round fight with me.
You're the best. You're the best, and that's enough to take the fight. If you want to be the number 1 pound for pound fighter.
Okay, let's see.
That would have been a bad one.
He's not doing this 10 seconds.
He's definitely not.
Get knocked off bad. Get out with 2 priorities to come to DNA.
Wow. He could have knocked Max out, bro. If he actually wanted to strike with him, I'm kind of surprised he didn't go that route a little more. This is the most I've seen Charles get booed.
I'm not trying to glaze Taporia in the Max Holloway and Charles fight, but like, how the fuck did Taporia even like get like Charles often? Because like when you look
countered him. He countered
when you
that
look
shit.
at Taporia and Max, like you almost think they're like Taporia isn't a big 155 guy. He's not this. Maybe he just might be naturally strong, like that Georgian Spaniard look.
Yeah.
one get the egg, nigga, cock-a-doodle. Only thing we had to spread with the rhyme maneuver. A young nigga going sped on the pharmaceutical. Trail come through.
Força do Brasil!